The latest poll carried out by the Palestinian Centre for Policy and Survey Research shows that two-thirds of the Palestinians oppose Hamas. Why is it the leftist academics in the UK and the leftist posh opinionated but ignorant university students in Britain don't understand this? The Palestinian Centre for Policy and Survey Research is a Palestinian research organisation and think tank based in Ramallah. Ramallah is in the West Bank. I've been there myself and I've talked to Palestinians there and I've got a gist of how they really feel if they weren't worried about the consequences of saying what they really thought. Palestinian Centre for Policy and Survey Research has been conducting opinion polls since the mid-1990s. It's not an Israeli or a Zionist outfit, it's a Palestinian outfit. And according to a poll conducted by this centre, where individuals were asked in person so that people could speak freely without fearing the consequences from Hamas, there's a significant opposition to Hamas in Gaza, with two-thirds of Gazans and two-thirds of Palestinians in the West Bank wanting to see the end of Hamas. Most of these useful idiots protesting in our streets every week aren't even aware that the Palestinians have not had an election since 2006. And even that ended in bloodshed, with Hamas massacring their PLO rivals and taking over Gaza. And according to another Palestinian, Ghassan Khatib, a former Palestinian minister, peace negotiator and lecturer at university in Nablus, there are two main debates amongst the Palestinian population. First, why did Hamas not expect this terrible reaction by the Israelis, given the barbarity and cruelty of their attack on October the 7th? Second, why did they not prepare? Why does Hamas have enough ammunition and rockets to keep fighting until now, but they don't have enough medicine? Why do they have bunkers for their fighters and don't have shelters for their civilians like the Israelis do? And this is when I ask myself, these are basic questions. Why can't our so-called educated university academics and students ask these questions? I thought a university education teaches you to ask questions, to research, not just to paraphrase something without knowing anything about it. A Hamas deputy was actually asked in a television interview, it was an Arab television, and he was asked why Hamas was not allowing civilians into its tunnels. And his answer was the population was the responsibility of the United Nations, not Hamas. I mean, how can you not say that the population is not your responsibility if you're the ruling party there? It's your responsibility, it's your population. And when the Times of London back in March asked the same Hamas deputy leader about the extent of the destruction, he replied that living in freedom and dignity is worth 1,000 times more than all the buildings. Well, I would respect that response if he was living in Gaza himself, but he lives in Doha in Qatar, like the rest of them, in luxury. If you're going on one of these so-called pro-Palestine marches, ask yourself, or ask the organisers like the Palestine Solidarity Campaign, can they ask these same questions too? The questions that people in Gaza are asking. Can you hold a placard that condemns Hamas? How can you call yourself pro-Palestine when you cannot condemn a terrorist organisation that at least two-thirds of the Palestinians want to get rid of?